So with those 3 C's, it doesn't matter what your actual word tracks are. See, if you can attack the phone as a competent speaker with confidence in your abilities and keep control of the call, you're going to win over 95% of the phone battles that you enter. Let's talk competence, all right? Competence is the first and most important of the 3 C's. Competence describes how well you know the material. This is the most important because without knowing the word tracks by heart, as they say, you will struggle to build enough confidence or keep control during the calls. Now, whether the word tracks are provided by a phone skills trainer or just something that you developed yourself over time, can you repeat these verbatim at a moment's notice? Can you, if put under pressure of a rude prospect, find and regurgitate the right responses every time? In other words, do you know the materials backwards and forwards? That's competence. See, this takes practice, and unfortunately, there are no shortcuts. There are no magic pills or magic beans to give you competence. The key to learning the material and gaining the necessary competence is practice. Lots and lots of practice. Now, just like an actor learning his lines, you need to practice saying the words over and over again until they truly roll off your tongue in your natural voice. The best way to practice any word tracks you plan to use with prospects is to role play, and to role play every day. Now, I'm not talking about the awkward, semi-formalized, and most often worthless role playing that occurs at training classes or on a Saturday morning sales meeting. Those are often too embarrassing to do anything but sink your confidence, another one of the 3 C's. See, we're trying to build all 3: competence, confidence, and control. So with competence, the role playing that I want you to do, it's like an actor in an environment that you can choose and you can control. That's where role play becomes effective. So how do you set up role playing in an environment that you can choose and control? Well, listen, if you've got kids who are old enough to read, create some index cards with all of the objections that you might get on the phone, on the lot, wherever. Hand those index cards to your child and say, listen, when mommy or daddy walks by, whichever one you are, you say to the kid, just throw me one of these, read me one of these, right? This type of role play turns learning the word tracks into a fun activity without any of the pressures or humiliation that you get when you do it in front of a room full of peers. Now, if you don't have kids that can read, ask your spouse, ask your roommate, ask your significant other to quiz you with these index cards. You'll become great very, very quickly because you won't be under that pressure that you are in another room. Now, if you live alone or you got a roommate you hate and they're not going to do this, no problem. You can still role play by yourself. Use Post-it notes. Place them all around the edges of your mirror, okay? Every day when you are shaving, putting on makeup, brushing your teeth, you need to take one of those Post-it notes down. You need to read it. Read the objection and then overcome it again and again and again. And when you feel great about it, put that Post-it note over in a pile. Now, once you feel you've mastered the objection, place that Post-it note in a pile, and then over time, you're going to take down all of the Post-it notes from the mirror. Once they're all off the mirror and you feel confident, right? You've got competence and you've got confidence and you think you can stay in control of the call, put all the Post-it notes back up around your mirror and start over.